Hey everyone, Austin here. I made this like soup. It's like quite lovely. I boiled cauliflower, pumpkin, and then I roasted up some bell pepper, some onion. I also had like leeks and celery in there, and I just blended it all up like after I cooked it. And yeah, I put a little coconut milk as well. And it's like, oh, so good. Some black salt, white pepper. It's funny, people got it backwards. Black salt, white pepper. That's the way to go. Um, and then I got this lamb leg. I think it's a lamb leg from New Zealand. New Zealand's really good because they get all their stuff is grass fed. Maybe I cooked this too much. I underestimated how long I should cook this, but yeah, it's like medium-ish. Wow. So yeah, I got 300 grams of a lamb leg here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna eat all of it. No, I probably will. And yeah, oh, I did put a little chili in this too, like a chili pepper, and it is it's got a little kick to it. It's like perfect actually. But yeah, we're gonna get into these questions finally from the last video here. Yeah, so I'm gonna read like all these comments. Yeah. So Mr. Stinkles says it's sick it bliss. Word. Hoff J Dodd 3276 says, can you do a video explaining what happened that caused you to move away from the previous fruitarian diet? Yeah, we can talk about that. Let's see, it happened when I was in Philippines. Maybe if you guys didn't see that video, you can check back there. And mainly, I wanted to gain more muscle. I wanted to experiment with some of the local foods as well. And that was the main reason for it. Later on, I found out that nutrient-dense foods are much more satiating, and you don't have to constantly eat food all day, and just having a better balance, a balanced lifestyle is just a better feeling. And I feel like I'm doing better nowadays. But yeah, the fruitarian diet's very very strict, very extreme. I guess yeah, I was also kind of bored. That was the main reason. That was a big reason, because I've been doing this for, I mean, I did the fruit-based diet for like almost 9 years. And yeah, it's not always possible wherever you are in the world. Sometimes it is possible. I still eat lots of fruits. I love fruits. I had durian last night. It was amazing. And yeah, I think you can still enjoy fruits. You can enjoy all foods in moderation, as long as they're real foods, not like fake processed crap. Anyways, I think that sums up that question. Truth Cooperator says, oh wow, your transformation for the better. Well done. I remember you as Raw Bliss. That was so disturbing and worrying. I'm glad to see you doing well. Thank you. Yeah, it's just crazy looking back. Some of the beliefs I held. This is quite delightful. When you get the celery in your broth, adds a nice flavor. I had some seaweed as well, some wakame in there. Lucas says, glad to see you are alive and well. Me also, Lucas. Thank you. Truth Cooperator again says, yes, many promote veganism, starving, and other extremes for profit. There's that retreat in Costa Rica, for example, that costs thousands of dollars to starve. I don't have any comment on that. That is, that's a, yeah, good comment. Helen and Cart, 1857, says, Austin, what occurred that enabled you to see that you'd been inside a box, and what enabled or encouraged you to step beyond that boundary? What would you say to your former self that might have helped you reclaim your well-being earlier? I'm really enjoying your open and affable sharing of your experience. Kind regards. You know, you never really know you're inside the box until something or someone forces you out of it. I ran into some health issues, some teeth problems, as well as some what I believe are liver issues, which are very clear by skin, energy level dips, among other symptoms. So, yeah, you know, I pretty much was inside the box, and then, you know, something forces you out, and then you realize, wow, it's crazy. You know, that's how that works. But you need something, some sort of driving force to push you out. Yeah. Did you experience dental issues on a fruitarian diet, and is your current diet aiming to rectify this? Yes. Mainly gum issues. I had gum disease, which I am currently rectifying, as Regenerate on Raw is saying. It's a really good soup, man. Yeah, and I noticed my gums have improved a lot since introducing animal products, and I don't have as much plaque on my teeth as on plant-based diet, which is just an incredible feeling. So yeah, definitely feel like stronger as well, as far as the teeth and other aspects as well. But yeah, I was running into dental issues. I didn't really have the best oral hygiene for a few years, but even when I did have the proper hygiene, you know, I think exposing your mouth to sugar 3 times a day, sometimes 4 or 5 times a day, because you're not eating calorie-dense foods, so you have to eat more often, and your enamel's not getting a chance to remineralize it needs at least 3 hours to remineralize, get the enamel hardened up again. And of course, the acids in fruit can eat away as well. But the sugars also feed strep mutans in your mouth, which feed the acid, so which turn into acid. So sugar and acid in a fruit, like it's just a bomb for like issues with the oral health. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on it. I had quite the sensitivities coming up, and I know some people on the fruit diet, they'll just ignore this and they're just like, oh, I don't care, I love fruit, like I have to keep doing this. Like they're gung-ho about their lifestyle, which, you know, is commendable to a degree, but at the same time, you have to realize how a detriment when you see it, and you know, when you see your teeth rotting, it's pretty unsightly. That was one of the biggest wake up calls for me, was the teeth. scenario. And now I'm implementing, like I said, like in the last video, vitamin K2, magnesium, calcium, zinc, and foods, which is like the bone matrix. And yeah, just having all those in balance so that the bones can heal, literally heal. You can heal teeth. Anonymous SuperTuber says you need to do a video debunking John Rose. Okay, I don't know about that. Anonymous SuperTuber, thanks for responding to my comment about cooked vegan, but could you say why you don't think plant protein is a good source of protein, and what is unbalanced about cooked vegan? Let me take a bite here. Oh my god, so good. I just don't feel like the proteins are used by the body very well. With beans, for example, I get a lot of gas and bloating, and I know a lot of other people do too. And aside from beans, protein comes from like wheat gluten, and there's just not a lot of good sources of protein. So I do think it is unbalanced based on like how much carbohydrates and fat are in the diet. Whole food, carbohydrate, fat sources, which are good. But I think it's lacking in the protein area, which is like a big area, that you need in balance. So I just was never a big fan of like tofu or I did like tempeh for a little bit, but it just doesn't digest very well for me. I just don't think it's like something that we would eat as like throughout our evolution. Fruits, vegetables, meat makes a lot more sense to me. I'll still have some beans occasionally because like it is part of a whole food, but I just wouldn't make it like a priority, like a mainstay in my diet, because I don't think the proteins are absorbed by the body very well. That's just my stance on it. Like I said, I'm not a scientist. I mean, I am a scientist because I experiment on myself. And I just feel more balanced eating the way I do now, I guess. Morningstar Ranch says, I'm definitely pro-omnivore diet, but life is sacred and the animal products we use must be weighted in the balances. We should strive to extract the vitality that exists in fruits and grains, overtaking the life force of an animal, just so we can feel like a god. Okay. Again with grains, similar to that with beans, I just feel like they don't digest very well. They're not absorbed by the body very well. They're not something that has been a mainstay in our diet throughout evolution. More recently they have. But I think the grains in small amounts, for sure. But definitely appreciating the animal that like provides so many nutrients for the body is like, it's amazing, and God allowed us to eat these things. Perry says, how are you able to live in Vietnam now? Work visa, teaching English again, became independently wealthy. I'm still traveling on my savings. I did teach a little bit online on an app called Preply, which was fun, which was nice. I will go back to teaching English in person here soon. They don't have work visas at the moment. I'm just on a tourist visa, which is a 3-month tourist visa, and then I'm going to Thailand. Flyer 2757 says, I guess no more Borneo videos forever, and no special Champadak as well. Thanks for the old videos at least. I hope you won't delete them as they helped a lot. Okay, that's an interesting assumption to make. I love Borneo. I will definitely be going back to Borneo and still nerding out about fruit. I'm not sure why they think that I don't still have interest in fruits, because I'm eating a balanced diet. Interesting. And I love Champodac. It's like my favorite fruit. Actually, I saw a guy passing the other day selling Champodacs, and I made a mistake. I just like walked by. I'm like, oh yeah, he'll be there. He'll be there another time. And then I never see him again. It's like, I need Champodac because the season is starting now. But yeah, I'll definitely go back to Borneo and make videos and stuff, and maybe I'll have some of the local food there. Definitely not gonna do that. But yeah, I'm not gonna delete my videos. I think it's cool to watch the evolution, and I like to look back because, it's fun. See where I'm at in my journey. But anyways, yeah, I'm definitely going back to Borneo. Borneo is freaking epic. Hoon Soul says, you had escaped out of the box, now you put yourself back into the box. Very sad. Oh, okay. Yes, I live in a box where I eat a balanced diet of whole foods. I eat many different types of whole foods inside of my box. Yes. Okay. Anyways, I wonder what would be outside of the box for my diet. Well, I guess what would be outside of my box right now would be like fried foods, processed junk foods. That's pretty much it. I mean, I still don't do very well with dairy, but yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I would really like to eat this soup before it gets cold. Oh my god. This is really, really good. So hearty. So delectable. Lamb. I don't even know. What type of lamb? Definitely get a lot of jaw exercise on this diet. Whereas the fruit diet, you don't really work your jaw very much. Hopefully you're eating some salads. Get that jaw working. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's it for today's video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Got a little haircut action. Peace and love.